Hello and welcome back to Redneck Snack and Food Reviews. I won't try to hold you too long, just like Popeyes held me for forever. And then I might end up holding you really long, depending on my mood right now. Yeah. So I've never had this type of experience with Chick-fil-A, and they've had plenty of times where they've had the same amount of people come in their restaurant and try and get a bunch of their food. I've never seen this with Chick-fil-A. The mess that it was. I was in there for an hour, over an hour. So that really ticked me off. I'm not going to try and let that affect my review of the sandwich. If it's a good sandwich, fine. But the thing is, they did not prepare very well. And that's why Chick-fil-A is always going to be the superior chain. Because every year they have a cow appreciation day. That always leads to crowds. I've often had occasions on Saturdays where they'd be packed because everyone's off and free to do what they want, and everybody loves Chick-fil-A. And then I remember like 5 years ago, people started boycotting Chick-fil-A over their beliefs over gay rights, and they started like making up a bunch of mess about Chick-fil-A and, spewing nonsense. So the thing is, they had an unofficial day where all these customers were like, okay, let's do a Chick-fil-A appreciation day type thing where we go and support Chick-fil-A. And boy, oh boy, that event took off, and that's probably the most packed I've ever seen Chick-fil-A. Way more packed than this Popeyes was. And I don't believe it. I believe, honestly, it took about 30 minutes at the most for me to get my food and be happy. They just couldn't handle this mess. So I did get my peanut butter pie. I almost messed that up because the lady behind the cash register was in training. So I don't know why you would have someone in training working on this very important day. And you could tell she could barely speak English. Harrisonburg, proud city it is. It's a very big place for refugees. So a lot of people can't speak English, which is okay. But the thing is, you gotta be ready to understand how to work in this crowded environment. And it's not on her. Definitely not on her. I sympathize for her. But the thing is, why would you put her in that position? So, she couldn't ring it up right, and she rung it up as apple pie. It's like, the more experienced player was like, okay, yeah, we'll ring it up as that, and we'll know to give you the thing. And I was like, they ain't gonna know. And they didn't. So I looked right in my bag, and I said, hey, I ordered a peanut butter pie. I was straight up with them. Peanut butter banana pie. And I got that straight. Didn't have to wait long for that. But I was like, yeah, this is just, and I don't know, I can't say this is how all the Popeyes were, but I have never been to a Chick-fil-A in my life where I waited forever and ever and ever. And if I did, they were ready to hand me some free coupons and stuff. Popeyes ain't doing that. They ain't apologizing. So that, it's just sad. And Chick-fil-A's closed today, but I feel like they had a more efficient service today than Popeyes did. And they're closed. So, yeah, that's my rant. And let's try and get this review. Because I am ticked off. Looks like a nice big piece of chicken. The sauce is not much on there. So that's a problem. I kind of was hoping I'd get it slathered in sauce, but whatever. That's pretty good. That's really good. And I can see why people say it's better than Chick-fil-A. Because Chick-fil-A doesn't have that crisp to it. They are more of, it's more of like a melt in your mouth kind of thing. This is not that. This I feel like has a lot of similar taste to Chick-fil-A, but it's crispier. So if you're a crispy type of person, if you like crispy, I think you'd prefer this. But if you like that melt in your mouth kind of thing that Chick-fil-A has going on, you'll prefer that. So I'll give this a 10. I'll always give Chick-fil-A a 10 too. I think I'm probably going to, in the future, when they're not so packed and this is not a hype thing anymore, I'm going to do a comparison test. But obviously couldn't do that today because it's Sunday. And, it's probably not worth doing the rest of the week, next 2 weeks. I don't know how long it'll take for this hype to go out. But once people realize that Popeyes is pretty bad at their customer service and Chick-fil-A isn't, I think that's where Chick-fil-A will just be fine in the long run here. And Chick-fil-A will have a lot of new products coming probably. I mean, usually they haven't had to do new products and stuff, but I think it would be good for them to do that. And I think they knew Popeyes was coming with this and they prepared with mac and cheese, but I don't think that's quite enough. So we'll see. But their customer service will, keep them where they're at and keep them number one. But yeah, that wasn't bad. Again, it's a 10 out of 10. I'll admit. I don't know why I'm not praising it and saying better things about it. Just because I guess the service sucks here. I think that's the bottom line. So I'm not gonna let it ruin the sandwich, but it does kind of ruin the experience. So the other thing I got was the peanut butter banana pie. I've never had a peanut butter banana pie, so I was like, I'm gonna try this thing and I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. Because I've had chocolate peanut butter pie, and I think I've had regular peanut butter pie without chocolate, but I've never had like this. It's interesting. I think you get more banana taste to it than peanut butter. So I might have to knock it down for that. But it's not bad. I get a little bit more peanut butter taste as I go. It's solid. I think I'll give it a 7. Because I would say it tastes good. I don't know how it is quite peanut butter. Why they would say peanut butter is the top thing in their pie when it's clearly stronger on the banana. I don't know. It might be stronger than peanut butter. It's just weird. So maybe an 8. 7 or an 8. I'll just go with a 7.5 on that, I guess. Sorry for keeping y'all a little bit confused on that. But it's good. It's just confusing, and I think that's the problem. That thing's confusing. And if you want it, you're probably going to have to sit in a long line, so I would not recommend it right now. But they also have this really interesting fudge pie that I'm probably going to come back for too. So we'll see. Definitely not going to come back anytime soon. Glad I got that over with. And, I'm sure y'all are not surprised with the rating. And I wish y'all luck if y'all do decide to go and venture out today. I would not recommend it though. And I would recommend trying to find another time because it's going to be around forever and the hype is going to die. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't know if it's worth much to y'all or not, but that's just how it be. So give me a like, a subscribe, a comment, a share, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snacking Food. See y'all around.